Welcome back everybody to the channel. My name's The Road, but you all know that because you can see that down there somewhere on the channel wherever you are, whether you're watching through your phone or your PC. But today we're going to be taking a look at a game called I Am Overburdened. This is actually a pretty cool quirky little roguelike dungeon crawling loot collecting game, and it's essentially quite a simple game. So we'll kind of explain as we go on what it's all about. So let's just kind of jump into the dungeon. I'm so used to saying enter the dungeon instead of the dungeon that it just feels a bit weird, but enter the dungeon on normal difficulty. We also have a nightmare variation, so enter the dungeon on nightmare difficulty, having reduced starting attributes, more monsters and smaller chances to find treasures. Fuck that. This is hard enough. We also have a treasury I don't actually know how to unlock. Treasury play variant is not unlocked. Complete the game 3 times on normal or nightmare difficulty beforehand. So if we want to unlock that, we need to complete the game more than twice. I've done it once on the regular difficulty on my first go, so the game isn't hard in the whole grand scheme of things, but there is a little bit of a learning curve to how everything kind of works. So they closed the trapdoor. I think I'll have to find another way out. So we play as this little guy. I don't think he has a name, so somebody's going to have to name him in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think his name should be. Now he does have unfortunate ginger looking hair, so that's not good for him. Does have a nice little sword. Now essentially you can see that the enemies are not moving around and not actually actively attacking me. The game is pretty much turn-based, so as you see, we attack, they attack, and I think depending on our attributes, kind of depends on... Alright, calm down. Depends on who attacks first, how much damage you do, so on and so forth. So let's just kind of run through this dungeon here, kill a few creatures, and collect a few things, and I'll explain a little bit about what these collectibles are, what they do, and how they work. Now, there's a very odd, I want to say leveling system quite loosely, because it's not really a leveling system as such, but let's go to the flooded cave level 2. The stairs collapsed under me, they must be ancient, better watch my step. Oh fuck, you know when you go into a cave and you lose your way out. Good times. Good fucking times. So we're going to collect the stake. Now, if you look at our top left, the stake is essentially our strength. So we don't actually, like I say, level up, but we do collect stake for strength, pots and pans and armor for defense. We have vegetables for vitality, which is essentially our health and maximum health. The coffee beans of coffee is speed, so I think that is the deciding factor in who attacks first in these kind of initiated turn-based battles. And then we have luck, and the luck essentially just gives us a higher chance of getting better artifacts. Now the artifacts, my mouth tastes like rotten penguin meat. I'm poisoned? Oh well, I've never been poisoned before. Did I lose some health? I don't fucking know. Yeah. These potions, we're hallucinating now as well. Oh, great. Good times. Good times. Just find some random LSD in a dungeon. Take it, pop that shit, and get fucked up. So yeah, I mean, so we don't have to attack all of these enemies. Actually, in the whole scheme of things, attacking all the enemies could actually become a bit of a bad move. I really thought we were going to have something in that chest. That was fucking disappointing. That was really disappointing. But yeah, we should kind of do our best to weave in and out these enemies, get to all the chests, and see what we can find. So we've got our first item. Now these artifacts, so let's just go over to the book here. Now you can see we can have 20 of them. We can have 1 on the head, 3 on your top half and shoulders, ring, pocket, you know, so on and so forth. If there's a body appendage that you can put something on, you can damn well be sure that you can do it in this game. But you can only hold 20. Now there's actually 100 plus items in the game, and they'll do something completely different, something completely random. So really it comes down to experimentation. So the one we got, what did we got? A spyglass. Health bars of the monsters are visible when equipped, and reveals hallucinations. Okay, so we can see hallucinations, which kind of, I suppose, goes into the whole grand scheme of taking drugs. But it's kind of like the spider mod from the Binding of Isaac, if you guys remember that, where it tells you how much health they have left, which can be quite handy in knowing which enemies to fight and which ones to avoid. So we're gonna kind of just go through this game a bit more. I'm gonna head a bit further into it and collect some more artifacts, and I'm gonna come back when I've got a few more, and we'll kind of explain about how it's all working. But for now, just enjoy the super speedy time lapse of me playing this game and hopefully not dying. And we'll see you in a minute. So this is the Black Raven Market, essentially like a shop. You can buy things. Sometimes you have artifacts, sometimes you have stats. So we can actually give ourselves some more speed. That'll give us a better chance of, I suppose, attacking the enemies first, losing less health. Let's keep going. We made it to the filthy sewers. Why did nobody warn me about this smell? Damn, it stinks. So we've got some luck up there. We're gonna go collect that luck, I think. But again, let's speed things up and we'll come back in a minute. Alright, so sometimes we get levels like this, which are kind of like, not challenge levels, but you've usually got to go through quite a few enemies just to get something good. Now I can see a chest up there. I feel like it might be worth going for it, but I also feel like it could be a bad idea. We could get killed trying to do this. We should get rid of that rat first. I don't think we're going to make it, to be honest. We've got 4 health out of 10. Yeah, no, I don't want to risk that. I definitely don't want to do that. I want to try and make it quite far into the game so we can show off a lot of the meat of the game. And oh, okay. For a second then I thought that my microphone wasn't even recording. Oh, damn. I almost had a heart attack. But yeah, I want to kind of show you more of these artifacts. And at the moment we don't seem to be collecting a huge amount, which is really frustrating because I just want to show this game off. I do feel like this game would work really, really well on iPhone or Android device. We got a sword? Oh, okay. Let's check those out. So we did collect some shoulder pads, uninspired armor bonus, nothing more. We got a +4 defense and sword of mediocrity, significant attack bonus. Alright, so we've got actually some quite good attack at the moment. We're doing well for health. We're actually doing pretty well generally. Let's take this. Okay, that was pretty good. I'm not going to take those potions. I'm not going to attack these guys. I'm just going to keep on going. Whoops. Oh god, I just ran straight into it. I didn't even get to see what else we had. But we got a mana vial. Heals you for 4 points the first time you pick it up, and we get +4 vitality. So you can see that our maximum health is starting to go up. Howling Barracks, level 1. I get the feeling that somebody's following me. Now, I have noticed that although the levels change or the layout changes each time you play the game, the dialogue is always the same. So I don't know whether that's going to get improved or whether more things are going to be added, but I'd love to see this game have not so much a graphical overhaul, but just have more added to it, just so it's got like a deeper story, deeper substance, and just more kind of going for it. Because this game, I can really see myself. We got another shield. I can really see myself putting some good time into this if there was leaderboards or achievements or maybe daily challenges or something like that. But for the most part, I believe, and I could be wrong, so if I'm wrong, I'm really sorry. I believe it's just a one-man team. So everything that's been done here is essentially just, you know, anything that gets upgraded in the game is gonna take quite a while, but this is something that I can 100% support all the way through, purely because we've already got that artifact. Purely because if I didn't support a roguelike game, then who the hell am I? This is kind of the roots of my gaming channel. This is where it all started. It started with roguelike games and rogue-esque games. So something like this is actually like really something that is me. It's just really kind of like just distilled into this simple turn-based game. Now the trouble is, the gameplay is so simple and so easy that there's not actually really much more that I can tell you about the game, apart from, you know, go ahead and play it yourself. But we actually have one item here now we need to switch over. So we have the shield, good protection at the cost of small speed loss. So we get a -1 speed, +5 defense, but we can switch it for the fortune teller's orb. So 5 bonus for every luck trial. So we get 5 + 5 luck. I think it's better to have the luck, because we can start finding some real cool stuff. Get some more health there. Screw these guys, I'm going home. No, I'm not, I'm going down. Now, the aim of the game is to get to the buzzard. He's the guy that has stolen magic? So there's no magical power in this game. Everything's all just about the artifacts and the way they kind of work. So the more of those you have, the more powerful you are, I guess. And you just kind of work them to your advantage every time you see them. So switching some out, not switching some out can actually make a big difference to the way you play the game. Some of them do deter you from doing certain things. So some of them will take money away when you attack. Others will help attack multiple enemies and so on and so forth. But, I mean, that's pretty much all there is, really, to this game. Welcome to the Black Raid, we can't afford shit. Let's attack the bird. What are you trying to achieve? I was trying to fuck you in the ass. Let's go down. So, to the Dusty Vault. Now, I think we'll probably leave it here for now. This is just kind of a quick overview of the game, just to kind of get it out there for some of you guys. I personally really think this is a great game. I think it could be so much better at the same time as well. But that is not for me to kind of discuss. It's not my game, it's somebody else's game. I can see huge improvements coming to this game in the possible future, and I'm going to keep my eye on this one for a hell of a long time. So I'm really happy that the dev contacted me for this one, because I can definitely say that this is worth a buy, because you could play this on a lunch break, you can start and stop. It's just such a simple game that it's kind of just mindless, brainless action. You can play, it's simple gameplay. Controls are simple. It does have controller support, so I'm currently using an Xbox control here. You can also use keyboard. I know that it's a bit funny with the DualShock controller, so if you are using the DualShock controller, you may have to install some extra drivers. But apart from that, this was I Am Overburdened. Now you can see we've got a few items here. We can fill all of these up, and you can just kind of hopefully get the idea and understand that how powerful you can become. And obviously the enemies gain more HP as you go, and some of them attack harder as you go. You get a huge variation of different enemies as well. So I feel like the graphical style of this is actually pretty much on point. I don't think that needs changing. Maybe a few extra kind of traps or pits or like challenges or timed events or something maybe. But as the game stands now, I think it's a pretty strong competitor. I've seen a lot of small indie games, and so many of them are so bad that it's nice and really refreshing to see one where somebody spent a lot of time and a lot of care and a lot of passion and love into making something that really is truly fun. It doesn't matter about graphics, this is all about the rogue-like gameplay, and I easily give this a big thumbs up. So if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like on the video down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. We also do gameplays, we also do creepypasta readings, we do a nice variation of things on the channel, but not so much that everything is too different from each other. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, Rogue Squad. Peace out!